You are listening to The Remedy.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to The Remedy Soul Podcast. Hope you guys are doing good today. I appreciate everyone that takes a few moments to listen in and as we talk a little bit. Good morning if you're just waking up, or no matter when you hear this throughout the day, good day to you. Maybe I should just say good day. Good day. Right. So, a few things been on my mind lately. A couple of concepts that I've been kind of working on in my own personal life. And I think a lot of people are doing that as well, because it's kind of the conversations I've had with a lot of people, not at work even, but just in general, is everyone is in a redefinement of themselves, like it's like a new makeover phase for a lot of people right now, as they're going through or coming out of something that has kind of made them feel stagnant, like their energy has just been challenged a little bit more than it normally would be, or maybe the particular situation was just a little bit more contentious than, other things. And so people are looking to come out of this stuff redefined, like reorganized in the total, presence, just like a ignition, like a reignite themselves. And they need it. People are asking for this new concept, this new insight into themselves that will give them, these new defining roles in their own lives. I found, and when you're going through a process like this, or when you're trying to, redefine who you are and kind of build new skills, it easily can become a task of your will against your motivation, right? Because your will and motivation have to have a very special agreement. Because your will is telling you one thing, but motivation plays a different part, right? So it's like the same relationship with work. We don't want to go to work so much, I guess, but we have to go to work, right? So here's the relationship, how motivation and will kind of work. You don't need, one for the other. Like, you could have motivation but have no will, but then you're just kind of aimlessly, right? You don't have, the will gives you the kind of the purpose, the idea. The focus. The motivation is what the juice is, like the gas in the car that'll get it done, right? Likewise, if you just got a great will, but now you don't have a faith component to put into it, or the juice to put into it, we're kind of just sitting there, waiting on answers to hit us in the head, right? So we have to be searching, is what I'm getting at. The redefinement begins with searching, right? We can't sit in one place. It's almost like now you have to adopt the explorer mentality. And I came up with this concept some time ago in a session that I was speaking with somebody, and I said, in our life, you are either playing the detective or you are an explorer. You are either a detective in your own life, looking for clues and answers and accusations and proving false narratives about yourself and bringing yourself in for questioning, just like a real, like the detectives that we see on the TV cops. They're always busting somebody and chasing them down. Well, that's how you could be with yourself, holding yourself always in some sort of criminal mind, kind of thing, like you're such a bad person. You can never redefine yourself when you keep thinking how awful you are, or how bad you are, or how you aren't good at stuff. See, these are accusations that your detective in you go out to find as it looks for things to like support it, right? So you may keep getting the same results and then come up with this idea. See, it's the way it is. But you're interjecting these old habits or old ideas into your situations, and you're getting the same thing, and then you're making it true. Likewise, if you are an explorer in your life, you are searching, okay? You're still kind of doing the same trek, but it's a little different idea, different concept. As an explorer, you are gathering resources and things that make your journey more successful, right? explorers take certain things with them that they need, right? Let's just think about the makeup of the two that I just described. An explorer may have valuable, matches that work when they get wet, or compasses, or some sort of sighting mechanism, or maybe just skills and tools that are competent for being out in what they don't know, but ready for anything. That's an explorer mentality. They are out in what they don't know, right? Because they're exploring, but their mentality is prepared. A detective is entering every situation normally with an accusation, a proposed idea. Normally they're very narrow-minded because they are zeroing in sometimes on the wrong guy, or they're leaving a lot of information to chance, right? Okay, or they can't get the clues they need. So there's a lot of chance in there. Detectives are going to be more hard-nosed, right, about everything. And then also they carry weapons. What I'm meaning by that is, once the detective catches up with you, or you catch up with yourself, the force that you use to extract or to get now a new redefinement of yourself is a lot more difficult, because now you're being held like you've done something wrong. The detective is there to question you. The detective comes to question things that you've done and holds you into this high judgment, right? So where if it doesn't make sense to him, he makes the call whether or not to bust you, to bring you in, right? Same with you. You play the same role in your life. You have the decision to make whether to bring yourself in for more questioning, right? You can make yourself feel like you are not successful, that you're not valuable, right? Now, on the explorer side of things, when they venture out into the unknown, they take with them the concept of gathering information for the benefit of others and themselves, because they're out there doing the journey or doing the exploring, but they're also thinking about the next people that come along, or how to educate people on what they're seeing, where they've been, right? They're respecting where they're going. They're normally very knowledgeable. They've done some, ahead of the journey. They've done some insight about what they'll need, or just where they're going. They're trying to get as much information about a place, but when they get there, it's now kind of a tactical situation, an on-the-job sort of thing, right? But you've seen those shows where they're out there nowhere or exploring, or you've seen those ideas where the people are just really set on the environment that they're in, and they're gaining all they need right then and there. Detectives are going around to people all over the place, anyone that could know you, and they're trying to get information, right? That's what they do. They're trying to narrow the net, basically. And you could do that to yourself when you become that sort of energy, that sort of person, or that thing in your life. When you become that detective, constantly accusing yourself or looking for clues in yourself to prove false accusations or false beliefs that you have made up, or when someone has said something to you that's not kind and you took it to heart, and now the detective in you goes around making that statement true by re-experiencing situations that make you feel the same way. Because you haven't broken free, you haven't redefined, we haven't set a boundary to this. So how does the redefinement begin? With an explorer's mentality. You can redefine yourself by being in explorer mode, which means we're not in self-accusation mode. We have to come out of self-accusation mode, and now we can redefine ourselves with better personal images, personal thoughts of ourselves. We have to get out of detective mode. We have to stop chasing ourselves down, making ourselves feel guilty, in order to get to a redefinement of ourselves that fits better with an explorer's mentality. How do you explore? Open-mindedness. How do you become an explorer? Open-mindedness. A sense of calmness, a sense of patience with yourself, an idea that you can do it. You're not going to be cutting and running so fast. You are going to hang in there for yourself. You're going to explore the things in you that matter, that are going to matter to you. Maybe you don't know what matters to you yet, but the explorer in you can go out and find them if you release the tension that you already have as a detective. Because remember, when we see them on TV, they're smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, driving fast, up all night. On the shows, we never even see them eat. Really, maybe once or twice. But they're always in go mode, right? Always in go mode. So if that is you in your life, if you are the detective in your life, then this is what you are doing to yourself. And there's times when you actually catch up with yourself, and that's when the beating up begins. We got to stop that. We got to get back to or start venturing towards a more explorer mode where we are kinder to ourselves for the journey at hand. We are more sympathetic. You know, I watched The Amazing Race. I really didn't watch it too much, but lately I watched it, and maybe that's where some of this concept came in. But when I watched The Amazing Race, the people that do well together are the people that are open-minded and that take the journey for what it is, right? But the people that come in real hot, real tense, gotta be first place, they lose the concept of working together somewhere during that, during the journey. They lose the concept of working with each other because now they become, so ingrained in the tension of being a detective, trying to win, kind of tight, you know what I mean? They lose the concept. While the people that are in explorer mode, still enjoying the sights, but getting the job done, still respecting the culture, but getting the job done, seem to do much better. So this is the concept we should switch on into our own life, is that when you are in explorer mode, you are actually bringing in the positive things. You're manifesting the abundance coming in when you are in explorer mode because you are open to receive it. Detective mode is shutting you down. It is absolutely a one-way street when you're in detective mode because you are after something. And it's normally somebody, or it's normally you or somebody that offended you, right? If you're always tight, got to tell somebody off, got to set them straight, about to get to the bottom of things, about to make them feel it, well, then you are in detective mode 99% of the time. Because explorer mode will allow you to listen, talk, discuss, educate. That's what explorer mode will allow you to do. So today I challenge you guys, switch out of your detective mode. Turn off the sirens, turn off the lights, all right? Turn it all off.
You are listening to The Remedy.
Turn off the sirens. There's no need to go after yourself anymore. All right? You're off the hook. Okay? You got to tell yourself, I am free. And get out of that mode, switch to an explorer mode, and go find you. Appreciate it, guys. Have a wonderful day. I will speak to you all again very soon. If it helped, hit the like button. All right. Take care, everybody. My best to you and your family.